I'm in open C, G, C, G, C, E. I'm going to play this song. The first, I'm going to play it using my index finger on as a melody driver. My ring finger is going to be strumming down, and my thumb is going to be on the 5th string. But before I play it, let me play it through all the way just using my thumb. It's called Things in Life by my friend, passed away a while back, Don Stover. And it's pretty simple, but it's beautiful. So I'm going to play it a few times, very slowly. And I always urge folks to get the melody in their head. And this is a fairly simple melody. You can get the melody notes a little different. And I'll show you those ways. But this is basically the melody. So I'm going to use what I call Rusnak wrist frailing, but it's up picking, downstroking with the ring, and you can, I've said this before, the cool thing about this way of doing is you can anchor your palm and let your fingers do all the work rather than a traditional Don Stover, and I strongly recommend you just go to YouTube, find Don Stover playing this song, and there's a few videos of him doing that. One is at a festival, and he's being backed up by Tom Gray on the bass at a very young age. Anyway, so I'm going to play those basic notes with the index finger. I'll play it a little slowly. Look up and down this lonesome road, hang down your head and cry, for we often lose some things in life that makes us wonder why. I dream of her and think of time we'll meet again someday. Anyway, I think I messed up that lyric a little bit, but I've heard him play it a couple different ways. But that's, in essence, the melody. Now you can get those notes a different way. What I was doing was hitting the first string, the bass string, slide down to the 7th on the bass string. 3, 2, 1, 2 at the 2nd fret, fret it, and then open 2nd, and then 3rd string at the 2nd fret, and then open 3rd. So it's slide, and then I pick off the 3rd string at the 2nd fret, and then I bar at the 5th fret, and I hammer on with my little pinky. We're wrong. There you go. Again, I'll do it with a thumb lead where my middle finger is always on the 1st string. Instead of going, I'm going to use the middle finger as that beat. And the thumb now is the dominant. And the 5th string is being struck by the thumb. Up there a little bit, but instead of hitting the 1st string open, which some people don't like to bring their thumb down to the 1st string, so you can just find that note someplace else on the inside string, which is the 2nd string slid down from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret. So it's that's not cool, actually. You have a little bit more emotion in there with the slides. Now, when Don Stover does it, he doesn't do a pause like I have a tendency to do a pause when I'm singing. That pause there. Now I'm just doubling up, but still playing within the melody, instead of going. I just double up on the middle thumb, middle thumb. So that would be back, middle thumb, middle thumb, middle thumb, without that bump-a-ditty. So let's see if I can do that again. Like the other videos, everything I do outside the melody line is pretty much filler until you get the melody. So So that's basically the song. The way he does it, just go to his video. I mean, he's the master at his own video and his own song. It's really a wonderful song. And I don't try to do it exactly the way he does it, but he does it a downstroking style. But go to his video, Don Stover. And if I were to try to do that with the index lead, let's try that. I don't normally play the song doing the index lead. Let's say. I have to practice out a little bit more, but at least with your index lead, you can start doing drop your thumb, double thumb. IT, IT, IT. Let's see if I can do that slow. I switch back to the thumb lead. Sometimes when I get off, I'll just start doing the melody line with whatever finger that's available if I get out of the index lead, and then and that's the good thing about knowing the thumb lead really well and index lead, so you can intertwine those things. Let's see, what else can I show you on this one? And that I've seen some videos done by other folks that use bluegrass with the open C. Some do capoed up here, open G, capoed here to a C, and then do triple bluegrass licks. But I'm in G, C, G, C, E. G, C, G, C, E. And with the thumb dominant thing, you can triple up on if you use 3 fingers. Let's say I did that earlier. Let's see if I can do it again. That was just a typical bluegrass box roll, what they call box roll, or it's TITM. Actually, you could probably do this whole song using that lick. And that's screwed up. It's all thumb lead, thumb dominant, doing the melody, index, or middle finger, or combinations thereof. Anyway, oh, the banjo that I'm playing. I think I've played this banjo. This is a 1909 tubaphone in maple with a carved heel. I got it, and I put these gear tuners on it. So anyway, it's got a fiber skin head, which I run hot and cold with liking and disliking the fiber skin heads, but in general, I never heard a banjo I didn't like. I've heard a lot of them that I liked a lot more. Anyway, And I'm looking for a few things, if you banjo folks out there. I'm looking for banjo wrenches with stampings on them. Not your typical ones, but I'm looking for Dobson's and early A.C. Fairbanks catalogs from the company itself, showing and describing their instruments. So if any of you folks have those, the next video I'll tell you specifically. And I'm also looking for fancy ivory and bone pegs for early fancy banjos. I have stuff for trade and for sale and everything, and I'm gearing up to sell parts and things like that I've just discovered after 30 or 40 years. So anyway, and if you have any need for questions, just it's best to email me and put banjo in the subject header, banjodaddy@hotmail.com. And the next video, I'm trying to, I will do something on the White Lady tone rings and spun tone rings and tubaphone tone rings, and the differences between the early White Lady and spun electric tone rings as opposed to what's being reproduced now. And I have a lot of opinions on that, and I have some hands-on experience in making bracket bands and tone rings and spinning and things like that. I came out early on in the 70s, mid-70s, I guess, with I had manufactured White Lady tone rings, tubaphone tone rings, and what else? Bracket bands and the little screws that go into the bracket. But I'll describe all that stuff more in depth, and I've uncovering different types of tone rings, like Washburn spun tone rings, and I have a few German silver spun pieces. Some are whole spun tone rings, and some are utilize whole spun shells, but some are clad in metal like German silver and then soldered at the seam, rolled, soldered, and then maybe you just have a rolled at the top and rolled at the bottom. Anyway, go through all that stuff. Let's see. This is Don Rusnak signing off. Banjo's in the Basement. BanjoDaddy@hotmail.com. Thanks for tuning in.